Hey everybody, it's Gomlet and welcome to a ranked draft of Core Set 2019 because I ran out enough gems to do a traditional draft, but that's okay. I have drafted a bunch of Ravnica lately. I am slightly tired of the format, would like to get into something a little different. So here we are with a Elvish Clan Caller. Don't really think that you can draft this card and go deep on it. I don't think there's a whole lot of elves in the set, and the ones that there are aren't going to be good even if they get +1/+1. Like, I can turn Elvish Rejuvenator into a 2/2. I can turn, Llanowar Elves into a 2/2? I don't think Llanowar Elves is actually in this set. I can turn Druid of the Cowl into a 2/4. That's probably the best thing you can do with Clan Caller, but yeah, I do not think that going deep on the elf strategy is going to do much. As for other green cards, both Vigilant Baloth and Blanchwood Armor are insanely good. Vigilant Baloth, I think, is a lot better of a first pick. I don't know if I would want to go deep in on monocolored immediately, but Vigilant Baloth is a really sick card. As for the red stuff, bunch of mediocre stuff, Lava Axe, Fire Elemental, or whatever. White stuff, there's Pegasus Courser is the best white card, which is pretty good. And then just some average cards here with Dwarven Priest and Inspired Charge. Blue, there's literally just a Ghost form. Not going to take that first pick. Black, there's a Strangling Spores, which is okay, but again, not going to take that first pick. So I think it's between these three in the center up here. Courser, Baloth, and Blanchwood Armor. And for me personally, I'm going to pick up the Baloth. If we wheel the Blanchwood Armor, I am absolutely slamming that thing and going into that. So there's a Colossal Dreadmaw, which I think is my favorite card in this pack. I like Colossal Dreadmaw too much, and it works if we end up wheeling Blanchwood Armor to try and go into that. I don't think we'll probably wheel Blanchwood Armor. So the absolute best card in this pack, maybe Lich's Caress? Lich's Caress is very good. It's unconditional removal, it'll destroy any creature, and you gain some life. So that's probably the best card. That's probably what I should take. Heroic Reinforcements, also another very good card, but it is multicolored and is very specifically only for the really aggressive Boros decks. But those decks are quite good. There's also Sift, which is quite good as well. I wanted to move into green-blue. So it's between Dreadmaw and Lich's Caress for me personally. And I do love just taking fatties and drafting really simply. Just taking giant creatures and core sets, because it reminds me a lot to how I started this game. Yeah, I think Lich's Caress is probably the right pick, but I'm just going to slam some green cards here until there's something that makes me really, really want to play another color. Gear per Guide. It's a good way to get these guys in. There's also Elvish Rejuvenator if I want to ramp into these giant dudes. So both of those are equally exciting. There's also Luminous Bonds, which is a removal spell, which is probably the pick. The official pick, but I need to cool down from super serious magic. We're gonna just take the green fatties deck. We are forcing green. That is how we roll. So this is gonna be a fast draft, because I'm not gonna think about what the right pick is, I'm gonna think about the funnest pick. Let's just spam right through this. Ooh, Colossal Majesty is actually sick. We got 3 creatures that'll trigger off it. Really hope I wheel the Blanchwood Armor. That'll be next pack here. Aww, see, I knew the bots wouldn't let that wheel. Alright, so now we'll start taking things in other colors. Ghost form and probably not running it. Neonate. Nah, that's really only for black-white life gain, I guess. But I'm not really playing any of these cards. Guess I pick up the Scholar, because then maybe I end up going green-blue. Pick up the Salvager. This is just a bad pack. It is all black cards, which seems like sort of a signal, but they were all just bad cards. Alright. Bone Dragon! Well, it looks like I should have picked up that Lich's Caress, because, man, the second pack thrust me right into a black deck. I think Rock's Oracle is really good with Colossal Majesty. But I also already have plenty to trigger that. The other cards in the pack, really, there's just a Giant Spider or a Walking Corpse for this deck. So maybe I still just take the Oracle. I guess I'm going to take the Giant Spider, though. Here we have Greenwood Sentinel, get our first 2-drop, and that's pretty much the pick. Blanchwood Armor is the best card in here. There's a Bristling Boar or Blanchwood Armor. That's pretty much it. I don't really like Mind Rot. Bristling Boar. None of these black cards or green cards are good in the kind of build we're doing, so I guess Salvager. Thornhide Wolves. Talons, maybe? Talons, I'm probably not running it. Or I could take a sleep in case I do move into blue, because I do have a decent chunk of blue cards. None of them are like highly playable, though, so I'll just take Talons. Child of Night. Child of Night with an Oaken form on it is pretty sweet. Do like that a lot. Walking Corpse. Cancel. Pioneer. Walking Corpse. Sovereign's Bite. And a Revitalize. Somebody took the land. Apex of Power is the rare here. That just seems bad. That just seems quite bad. It can be fun, but we don't have any red cards yet, so I can't really put a triple red 10 mana card into this deck. So I will take a Gasbark Twins, because that is a big boy. I enjoy the large creatures. And a Greenwood Sentinel. Get another good early drop. Lich's Caress, most likely? Yeah, we'll take the Lich's Caress now that we should have taken a long time ago. Pick up a Gear Per Guide. Skeleton Archer, and I don't know if I'm main decking it. Or Macabre Waltz. Macabre Waltz is actually probably pretty sick with all these gigantic creatures. But I feel like there's a lot of removal in this set, like in white and blue, like Dwindle and Luminous Bonds and stuff like that, that leaves the creatures on the board, in which case you don't have much to get back with Macabre Waltz. At the same time, Archer doesn't seem that exciting. Oh yeah, and we can't even sideboard cards here. So, yeah, pick up a Macabre Waltz. This pack is not phenomenal. 2-headed zombie triggers our Colossal Majesty, so I'll toss it in there. Pick up another Oaken form. Titanic Growth as a combat trick pseudo removal type thing. Duress and probably not playing it. Or probably not playing it. Then just a bunch of stuff we're not playing. Alright. Well, this ended up being more of just a regular decent deck than a silly deck like I wanted it to be. I guess I'll take out the Blanchwood Armor. And I gotta take out one more card, probably just one of the 2-drops, because I've got a lot of them now. Yeah, I think I'd just take out one of the 2-drops here. Child of Night, Walking Corpse, Greenwood Sentinel. I have double Oaken form. So I like the Child of Night, so I guess I'll just take out the Walking Corpse because it's a 2-2 with no abilities. Could take out another Walking Corpse if there's anything else I could toss in here. Which is like a Mind Rot, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I could still play the Blanchwood Armor. But I have 2 double black cards, so I think that like I'm going to want to run more swamps than the game is suggesting right now. So I'll probably just have like 10 forests max in here. So at 10 forests, that's 1 in every 4 cards. So by the time that we've drawn half our libraries, I'll have drawn about 4 or 5. So that makes Blanchwood Armor just like a really late game card. Most of the time it'll just be worse than Oaken form. But at the same time, I mean, it's Walking Corpse that I'm taking out, so yeah, let's put Blanchwood Armor in. It's not like I'm missing out on anything hardcore. I guess like Talons of Wildwood would maybe be better than Blanchwood Armor, but the rest of these cards are not great. So, I think we run it like this, maybe swap the lands around a little bit. I do really need to hit double black for these cards on turn 5, but they are turn 5 cards, and both of them are strong enough that I'm okay with playing them a little later than that, but I do still think I want a little more swamps. Maybe just 6 swamps, and 11 forests is fine. Because I do also want to maximize my forest count for Blanchwood Armor, and I have more double green cards. Yeah, I'm going to run it like this. Let's actually change the image. Wazam, Bone Dragon. Actually, is that really correct? This deck is much more green than black, so I should probably choose something that more resembles what this deck is doing. I guess Daggerback Basilisk? That's kind of green-black. It's kind of green-black looking. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, draft didn't work out super hot, because I really wanted to just go mono-green at the start. I was playing just very, very casually, but I think if I had taken that Lich's Caress in pack 1, this deck would be phenomenal. Literally, if the only thing you changed about this deck is you get rid of 1 Blanchwood Armor and you toss in 1 Lich's Caress, I think this deck is really good. As it is, I think it is a good deck. It's just not phenomenal. This is a really good start if they don't have any removal. If they do, then this is a really bad start, because it always sucks to get 2 for 1. And if they just get the 2 for 1 me twice, then I'm not going to win this game at all. Let us slam an Oaken form on our Sentinel. They're green-white, so I imagine they do the same thing. I imagine they're green-white enchantments. They do have a Revitalize in there, though, so maybe they got some life gain sub-theme cards. Oh, Knightly Valor. Double Vigilance. Sick. We're still just going in there. They want a double block? I will absolutely Titanic Growth and just demolish their field. Yeah. This makes me think they don't have like a Luminous Bonds in their hand. Is that a GG from opponent? Are they scooping? Okay, they're not scooping. Knight of the Tusk. Kind of stops my dude. I think. I still don't want to just go all in on that guy. I could make him an 8/8, but if I just have 2 of these, I can get around the knight. Just do less damage. Oh shit, that's a 6/10 knight! That's a problem. I could double block and then I trade for that with just one of these guys. Yeah, actually, I should have just double blocked, because then I get to start getting back in there. And they were tapped out at that time. No, they weren't tapped out. They still could have had their own Titanic Growth. That would be really bad. Oh my god. Whatever, man. You got it. Here's 14 to block that. So if they have Titanic Growth, then I'm tremendously dead. Alright, I get to keep 2 of my guys. Wow, that worked out really well. I didn't even do the math. But I got to keep 2 of my dudes. So, I mean, that was phenomenal. Gasbark Twins. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if it's better to try and get more damage out there or just slam them. Let's just drop everything out. Lanchwood armor on the Sentinel. And they probably block and trade with that. That can block 2 things, so they can block the 4-5 and the 7-7, but they only can kill one of them. So I'll just get the extra damage in. Wait, what? Block the giant spider. The second block here is just stopping more damage. It's not killing another creature. So I don't know why they wouldn't just block the 4-5 instead. Take vengeance. Goodbye, 4-5. Ah, they made it a 3-5 so that it can block through the Gear Per Guide's ability. This game has been ridiculous. This has gone back and forth so many times so quickly. But now we're in top decking mode, and that's not great. Just a good game again. Oh, because they don't have any... Okay. Okay. They did the math a little before me. They only had the 1 blocker. They didn't have anything in the hand. Alright. Well, that was crazy. That was a ridiculous game. It was very fast and very flip-floppy, and that was pretty fun. Let's hop into round 2 and see if it's anything like that, or if I will just get slaughtered by something crazy. This is a good start. I can cast Child of Night into Gear Per Guide at the worst. And at best, I draw some lands and then play something big on turn 5. Not a fan of that start from our opponent. Turn 1 Goblin Motivator is a terrifying start. They are on the red-white deck. We might just get absolutely slaughtered. So the game that I got to get the Child of Night down, they just slammed down a million 1/1s, so much for Child of Night doing anything this game. Like, I guess I can get it through with Gear Per Guide, but next turn I'm just gonna cast a Boar. Gear Per Guide seems pretty good against their deck so far. Gear Per Guide still makes my dudes completely unblockable right now, so that's pretty sick. Hasten up the Shield Mare. Not gonna trade with that. Okay, that was a sick draw. Now I get to Bone Dragon next turn. Seems freaking awesome. And then I just trade aggressively at that point if I have a Bone Dragon in my grave. Shrivel would be awesome right now. All creatures get -1/-1 till end of turn. Sick. Yeah, Bone Dragon gets around their whole field, so let's drop that. Of course, maybe they Luminous Bonds it, and that would be really sad. Wow, that looked awesome. That was sick. Oh, I should have attacked with the Bristling Boar. I completely forgot about its ability. Bristling Boar's ability is also really good right now. Isn't just the Gear Per Guide getting work done. Yeah, so next turn I think I attack with Bone Dragon and Bristling Boar, and then I drop the Wolves. Oh, get exiled. Goodbye, Bone Dragon. That's okay, my field is still really good against theirs. Just send in the boar. They take it. Let's drop the one that we're less sad about dying. Actually, they just used a removal spell. What are the odds they have another? They'll drop the Vigilant Baloth, because that's going to be easier to attack with next turn. Whereas the Wolves, it's like we have to lose a blocker to attack with it. One, two, three, four, five. I'm gonna trade the Baloth for 3 things here. I have 6 mana, so I can't, like, give it the unblockable thingy and cast another thing. Maybe I actually just start making things unblockable and just going for it. I kinda like that. And I want to use this ability. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, well... At least they used that before I started using the guide's ability. Because now I just don't, because it's not going to do anything if I use the guide's ability. Well, they get to make some real good blocks now. So, they get to trade one of their 1/1s for my boar. They get to just eat my 2/1, and they can double block my Baloth for 2 of their 1/1s as well. Alright. That was not great. But at least they did that before I spent all my mana. Because that could have been way worse. Gallant Cavalry? Dude, their deck just has nothing that can block through Gear per Guide's ability. Which is really nice. Yeah, it's worked. Oh, I don't have the mana for that guy yet. It's unfortunate. Blanchwood Armor. Ooh! Let's go! The game plan has been set in motion. Might have been better to just drop that on the guide. Because guide's not going to block anything. Whereas wolves would have. But I liked just making the biggest creature that I could, even if it was not the best play. Alright, there goes round 2. 2 wins in. This is a good start. How many gems do I need? I have 1,400 gems, so I only need 100 gems and I'll be able to do another Rav draft. So I already got there after 1 win, so it doesn't really matter how I do. I have all the gems I need, but you can never have enough gems. Let's just keep trying to get more and more here. I'll keep this. I have a turn 3 play, followed by a turn 4 play if I draw land. If not, I could just Oakenform my guide, which seems probably bad, but I could still do it. I technically... okay, I was gonna say, I do technically have 2 plays, even if I don't draw any lands. But we're off to a good start. We drew 1 land, and it's a swamp, which means we might be able to Bone Dragon turn 5. Depends on if we draw another land. Come coming up here. Remorseful Cleric, that's really good against Bone Dragon. So Bone Dragon is just a 5-mana 5/4 flyer. I say just a 5-mana 5/4 flyer when that's actually really good even just by itself. So we are fine. It's not like we're playing Dredge and they dropped this thing or something like that. Highland Game. Cute. Cute little 2/1 boy. Here comes my boar. Next turn, Bone Dragon, followed by next turn, Oaken Form, saving up Titanic Growth. Seems good. They almost definitely have some kind of removal to drop on the Bone Dragon, but they might opt to use it on the guide. Since they didn't use removal this turn, that makes me think that, yeah, Bone Dragon's gonna just get demolished next turn. I'm actually gonna do this and see if I can draw removal out for that. Classic build your own Vigilant Baloth. Star Crowned Stag. So still not opting to use removal. Well, this is the turn, the moment of truth. Let's see if I get demolished or not. No attacks. Alright, no removal from opponent yet. Very nice. No attacks from opponent either, which makes me think they probably have Titanic Growth or something. But I also have Titanic Growth, so let's go for it. No blocks? No blocks. Alright. Drop a Child of Night down. I want to save up Titanic Growth just in case it's something crazy. Knight's Pledge on Remorseful Cleric. I will make it trade for my Bone Dragon, if that is the plan they're going for. Oh, they're going in for the kill. Alright. Aeromancer's... well, that explains everything. Wonderful. Alright. That sucks. That is twice now that Bone Dragon has just gotten Aeromancer caged. So I can Guide and Growth this turn. Guide doesn't do a whole lot because they have the Boar and the Stag. So probably just play the Zombie. And I'm gonna have to Titanic Growth this Child of Night in a bit to not die. I could attack with the Boar. Boar just trades for their Boar or their Stag, which seems fine. So they're going to trade for the Stag. Cool. That means if I get a giant spider or something, they can't just stag it down for the kill on the last attack. Lanchwood armor? +2/+2. So +6/+6, that'll be 7 toughness. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're almost definitely just going to kill the Child of Night this turn. But I gotta gain some life, so you know. Let's actually send in with both. Let's send in with all 3, that way it's less likely that they get to kill it. I'm gaining 8 life this turn, so probably gonna be fine. It's possible they have like a really good block here that I didn't think about, that I'm just screwed. Okay. Let's gain a bunch of life. Kill a bunch of your field. That worked out real good for me, I think. Yeah, that worked out real well. All they got left is the boar. Now I just get to keep getting in there with the Child of Night to counteract the Remorseful Cleric. Alright, well now I don't completely counteract it, but still gain some life. Oh hell yeah. Super good draw. I could also just kill the boar, hit him for 12 and gain some life, but this is just like less risky. Because now like their field's completely gone. Now they couldn't like draw something insane that gave their flyer double strike or something and killed me. That was a sick draw. Yeah, if I had 2 Lich's Crest in this deck would be absurd. But as it is just... it's just good. Alright, so that's 3 wins in. So even if I lose the next 3, I've gotten like the average. 3 wins, 3 losses. Literally exact average. Oh boy. I need a land. But then this hand is potentially awesome. Probably should be a mulligan. But I really like the idea of drawing a forest and Blanchwooding Child of Night. Oh, that's a swamp. That is less good with Blanchwood Armor. Blanchwood Armor for +1/+1, let's go. No, I think that just means we cast Gear per Guide first and don't even bother with the armor for a bit. Cobb Waltz is pretty awkward draw right now. It is a very late game card. Yeah, all of the matches we played, Macabre Waltz wouldn't have really done anything at all. So I think probably... if it lets you edit your deck between matches, which I don't remember if it does, then I should definitely take Macabre Waltz out. Just get in there with the child. Aha! Gear per Guide is putting in so much work today. Card is nice. Really need to draw a forest so that I can cast either of these. But any land is okay, then I can still just cast the wolves, which makes their shield mare basically unable to attack anymore. Gallant Cavalry is here. Well... at least it was a land. So let me get the Thornhide Wolves to hopefully just stop them from attacking for a little bit. Totally lost on my wolves. That's fine. I don't really think you're racing me that aggressively. Unless you have another one, then I'm not super worried. Tezzeret. Oh boy.
My device is finished, as are you.
Oh boy, that's a Tezzeret. I really need a forest now. And I just draw garbage. Alright, well. Good lord. Like, I could hit Tezzeret for 4. I could also just start drawing cards, hopefully. I think I do that. If I drew a forest, I could have just killed Tezzeret immediately, which would have been so nice, but I have not been drawing forests this game at all.
Radiant perfection.
Frilled Sea Serpent. That is spooky. Come on, I'm drawing 2 cards a turn now and I still can't draw a forest. Is this what my life is this game? This is not exactly a good spot to be in.
I made you a gift.
This also isn't exactly a statistically likely spot to be in. Should absolutely have a forest by this point. They attacked with their only thing that could possibly block through the gear per guide, which is nice. So if I get a forest now... well... they can't quite ultimate Tezzeret yet. God, this is so bad. Can Oaken form the child to gain 5? Then they block it with 2 2/2s, I guess. I think I like Oaken forming the child, and then even if I don't get a forest next turn, it's okay to just spend my mana to give the child unblockable and go at it. I might just be dead this turn, but I don't think I am. I just take 7, go to 4.
I learned a few tricks on Kaladesh.
Well, good for you, Tezzeret. I learned that I need to draw forests. That's what I learned. There we go. God. So, like, I could make Thornhide Wolves and Child of Night unblockable and just kill Tezzeret immediately, in which case I only have 2 blockers left. So I go up to 10 life, I block a 2/2 and kill it, block a 2/3 and kill it, I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seems really spooky. Could also gain 7 and have 2 blockers back by dropping a Blanchwood Armor, or I could just gain 5 and drop another blocker down. I think I like gaining more life. Yeah, that happens in end steps, so I need to make sure they don't just ult immediately.
I know how this ends.
So if they drew a bounce spell or a removal spell, I'm fucked. What the shit? What?
I understand you are in need of support.
They got Tezzeret and a Johnny? So, I mean, I just lose. They get to put a counter on 2 creatures every turn? Holy lord.
I will lend you my strength.
I probably would have just tossed them on the flyers. I guess now they can't make the guy unblockable this turn, so this is actually maybe okay. And Psychic Corrosion to try and mill me out now? They are dead in 3 hits to Child of Night, so maybe I just go all in on that plan. Really would have liked another land. I don't know how I'm not drawing them. Alright. Impressively bad draws, back at it again. Oh, for shizzles. I guess they're not attacking with the Sea Serpent so that they can actually block it. Yeah, now they can block it with 3 things, so that's probably explains their blocks. So that I can't just sit here and keep gaining life forever. So I can play like a 4-drop and a 2-drop. Yeah, if I use Guide on Child of Night, they can just block with their 4/6 and their 3/3, and I end up just trading my Child of Night for their 4/6. Which sucks a lot. Guess we drop just as many creatures as we can.
This will keep an eye on you.
I don't know how anyone beats double Planeswalker, but I'll try my best. Especially in M19 where the Planeswalkers are actually pretty good. Like, I would say both of these are better than Dovin or Kaya from Ravnica. So I'm just, like, insanely screwed because they're both pretty good. And they just got to draw into Luminous Bonds, so there goes all hope. Well, this was a fair and balanced game of Magic. Oh my god, and I still don't draw any forests? Or Blanchwood? Not that it matters at this point. My Blanchwooded creature is Luminous Bonds. Yeah, I mean, double Planeswalker seems nice. Well, I am going to change this deck up a little bit if I can. I don't know how it works. If you can just change your deck between rounds on Arena. Okay, you can. Yeah, I'm taking Macabre Waltz out. Card was not going to do anything in any of the games that we drew it in. So, what do we just put out? A Walking Corpse? That doesn't seem like it's going to affect anything. It's Walking Corpse, Mind Rot, or Talons. I already have so many 2-drops, I guess we just throw in the Talons. Alright, let's hop into the next game here. Let's see if this guy has 3 Planeswalkers. Really want to draw a land of some form, but if I do, this hand's great. Because these 3 cards are a pretty good start. Remorseful Cleric. It's a really good card. 2 mana, 2/1 flyer. Worst. They're playing black-white, so they've got probably a million removal spells in there, which is pretty good against enchantments, but still gotta try. Gotta play them out. Because if they don't have the removal immediately, these are gonna be pretty sick. So at worst there, I got 5 damage out of those cards, even if they Luminous Bonds him immediately. Ooh, and they didn't. But Doom Dissenter, that is 2 chump blockers for him. But if they do end up Luminous Bondsing, then it is important to remember that they could have gotten lucky and been able to Luminous Bonds him just immediately. So everything I get out of this guy from this point on is just straight value if they are running Luminous Bonds in their deck. Rogue's Gloves. That just lets him draw cards when it does damage. Yep. So that's probably going to get tossed onto the Cleric. Just go crazy. Yeah, I could play a Basilisk, but I think I just try and make them dead before they can draw removal. They're on a 3-turn clock. Gloves on the cleric. Yep. Draw a card here. I'd put them to 5 life. They have to get removal or life gain immediately. Or just a creature with more than 2 power, I guess, can chump block it. Would have been really nice to get a land that turn so I could go land into land caress whatever they play this turn. They get an answer. They've drawn a lot of cards. That is a large hand. That is a blocker. For it. Could play a giant spider. Or I could make them have it again. Like I can make them chump with the 3/3. So if I just attack straight out here, then they just block with the 3/3 and the 2/2. I think I'm fine with that, because I think that they're really, really likely to have a creature with more than 2 power this turn, so let's just attack out. They probably block the 5/5 with both and take 3. Or this. This works too. I do think the 5/5 is more valuable than the 3/2 at this point, because they have enough lands and so many cards that I really feel like it's very unlikely for them to not be able to just play something with more than 2 power. One is thinking a lot. Nothing. Okay. Think we send in with both, try and get him down to 3 life so that 2-headed zombie gets him? Hopefully this is just a chump, not a pump spell trade. Looks like it is a trade. Fortunate, but 2-headed zombie should get there. It's got menace. So they need 2 blockers for the zombie alone or they're dead. And if they only have 2 blockers, then they still take 2 from the spider and go to 1 life. Vampire Sovereign. So they go to 2 here. Okay, they go to dead thanks to Lich's Caress. Sick land draw. That ended very well. Alright, that is 4 wins in, and 1 loss so far. Yep, things are going well. Got a Regenesis. 450 gems and a pack. It's my current rewards. I'll keep this hand. I get a turn 2 Child of Night, and then some Wolves later. Opponent had to multiply, so that's pretty rough, and they scried to bottom, which means they are not in a good place, because their next draw was not whatever they needed, be it lands or non-land. Alright, well, we've got all the mana to drop these Wolves out now. We also have Guide next turn. Guide is probably not going to do anything against them, since they are green, partially. I guess Guide works against that. Okay. Well, I'm not casting Guide this turn, because this is a 6 start. They played the Satyr Enchanter, which means they're, like, extra likely to have Luminous Bonds, and, the Exile spell, but at least I got a good start out of this Child of Night. Okay, this is a tremendously good start. Even if they do cast a sick-ass aura next turn and make a 3/3 and draw a card. Oh, they bite my 3/2. We're gonna trade our fields off. Yep, that's basically their only choice here, so... Really sucks to be my opponent. I will go ahead and Bone Dragon, though. Because that makes me basically certain they didn't have a removal spell. Oh, they have a Plummet! No! Well, that would have been there no matter when I played Bone Dragon. I've got 3 cards in grave already, so Bone Dragon could actually come back later. Here is a Thornhide Wolves. And next turn, I'm going to play another Wolves. They're going at me. Fine, just racing here. I have a lot of life. Gigantosaurus. That's actually a big problem. I cannot really get around that. Need my Lich's Caress, I suppose. Excuse me, sorry about that. That was probably really loud. I don't really want to Oakenform anybody. Didn't they just block the Oakenform creature and go down to 5? Which doesn't seem very good. I guess we gotta just sit here and stare at each other for a bit. I can attack with all 3, they take 4, go to 5. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna stare at each other for quite a while here. Titanic Growth. that in 11. Alright, well, we got rid of the Giganosaur in, like, the only way we could. More Dreadmaws, so they probably double block with a Dreadmaw if I attack again. Then I'm just trading a 7/8 for a Dreadmaw. Then the rest, their other Dreadmaw just stops my field. Excuse me. My body is being gross right now, and I apologize. They draw a Rabid Bite, invoke the Divine. Alright. That's a thing. Blanche with armor. Well, +6/+6. Could be a 10/15. They have 15 power on their field, so I guess I would trade with a Dreadmaw and a Stag. It's fine. Oh, it's a 10/11. I did my math way wrong. Like, way, way wrong. I need 2 more forests before that's, like, super effective. Yeah, I did my math tremendously bad. I should have just put it on the Greenwood Sentinel. Alright, one more land. I don't know how I came up with that number. That was insanely incorrect. Well, now I need 2 more lands. The Dreadmaw out here. I only need 1 more card in my grave and then I can get the Bone Dragon back, actually. So it is okay to just trade for a Dreadmaw. Comes back tapped though, and I don't have the mana to do it yet, so I can just do that next turn. What is this? Okay, they just clicked the wrong button. That was terrifying. Yeah, I'll just send this boy in. We'll trade Dreadmaws. Kill the Talons one. You can recast your Talons for fun. Zam! Alright, Bone Dragon. I believe in you. I don't even think I need it, just because the quantity of creatures I have now. Since I got rid of one of those Dreadmaws, they only have 2 to block. I have 6 to attack. Yeah, they're just gonna scoop. Alright. I think that is 5 wins in. 5 wins, 1 loss. Deck is working out well. Deck would be even better with more Religious Caresses, like that one I should have taken. Let's see what we get in the pack here. Hopefully Breeding Pool. Rare wild card, I mean, that counts. That can be a breeding pool. Alright, let's hop back into the games here. 2 more rounds, win or lose. If I lose the next 2, it's over. If I win the next 2, it's over in a good way. Guess it could be 3 rounds if I win 1, lose 1. And there will be a moment of truth round at the very end. Alright. Oh man, this hand is so good if I draw lions. Keep getting hands like this, but I'm gonna keep it. We're playing risky. We're going in on the turn 2 Greenwood Sentinel. Possible Bone Dragon later. Opponent leads off with a Wall of Mist, which is cute. If I get a land, then Wall of Mist does not do anything. Ah. Guess I'll just Talons that guy, because it doesn't really matter if Talons dies. I can just get it back. So there's no reason not to use all my mana there. Alright, well, let's see if they've got a removal. Got an instant speed removal. They probably have an instant speed bounce spell, which is just as bad. But I literally have no other choice. I have nothing else I can cast this turn. I've got to do something. Alright, so they're going to gain some life, draw a card. Do they have the Disperse? Nope, they have another Revitalize. Haha, 6/6 is too big for your wall. The classic hit them for 6 and now it's back down to 20/20. Alright, well that still cannot block the Sentinel well. They could block with both if they really don't want to take damage, but then I just get to kill one of their guys. I don't really want to put a Blanchwood armor on the Greenwood Sentinel. I don't want to stack up that much and just get 3 for 1. So right now I'll get 2 for 1 because I'll lose Oakenform in the Sentinel. Talons is fine though. Doesn't really matter if Talons goes to the grave because I can just get it back. And the Vigilance on Sentinel is so good. He's just like the perfect creature to throw stuff on. So I can make him 10, trade off with both their Guardians. Then I need to draw a land. Because I don't like really need to, because then they don't have any action either. Hopefully. They don't have any onboard action if I do that. They just have a wall left over. Alright. Do they have more action? It's starting to look like a no. Nice. Alright. So yeah, that did end out well, especially because I drew the land I needed. Now if I get another land, I can just return Talons and toss it on the board to get around that wall. If I draw another land, I'm probably just playing my 5/5 though. Or actually probably just the Bone Dragon. They have 1 card in their hand. Okay. I can't cast the Bone Dragon. So I think I'll... I'm actually gonna just get the Talons back and cast it. Because I don't really want to trade off my 5/5 Vigilance for their 5/5, but I'd be fine trading off my Bristling Boar for it. So we'll see if they take the trade. If not, I just get the Dome 'em for 5, which also seems okay. Maybe I should be on the defensive here and just not attack since they have the axe, so they can make their guy a 7/5, but I have so many creatures in my hand that I can block like any other turn, so that attack worked out well for me. It accomplished exactly what I wanted, which was just to trade off with their guy. Vigilant Baloth is here. So yeah, opponent seems to be on the white-blue artifacts deck, but also with a Wall of Mist. So maybe they've splashed in a Arcades or something cute. Ooh, boy. That's a 5/1 can't be blocked. We are on a clock. We're on an aggressive clock. Oh, they're not even attacking. That makes me quite happy. So if I Blanchwood Armor, it gets +5/+5. It's a 10/10. They have 5/6/7 power. Oh yeah, this is happening. This is absolutely happening. Next turn I can throw Talons on it. Zam, another land. Do you think we just throw Talons on it for trample? Aha. They have to top deck removal or they're super dead. I think they forgot that Talons gives it trample. Alright. Well, there's another win under this deck's belt. This is going well. Listen, drafting green stuff in a core set is like... It's just classic for me. I don't know. It always works out. It always works out for me. Ever since M10. Mono green Howl of the Night pack deck was the greatest. They had Overrun in that set too. They had Howl of the Night pack and Overrun, so mono green decks were just absurd. And they had Llanowar Elves too, didn't they? And Birds of Paradise? M10 was awesome. Getting all nostalgic for a core set. They had Lightning Bolt in M10? Oh my god. Doomblade? You ever want to know what a good core set looks like? Look at M10. That was the best. I am biased, because that is like the one that I played a shit ton, but that set was good. Daybreak Chaplain. Guess I just drop down a 2/2 Death Touch and be like, hey, you are not attacking me with that. How did they get M19 lands? I just got Rivals lands. They have Rivals Islands, but their planes are cool. If they want to trade both of those for this, that's fine. Cool. Gallant Cavalry. Kind of a problem if I don't get a land. Nice. But I got a land, so here's a 2/4 to stop your 2/2s. Stops your flying dude as well. Now we get to sit and stare at each other for a while. Oh dear lord. Oh god, no. I think I lose this game. That's really good, and they have the mana for the double strike. Guess I dropped the 4/5? Because I'm very tempted to just block one of their double striking knights and kill it. But it will be a trade, so I would rather trade off my 4/5 than my 5/5 vigilance. So trade there. And here they killed 2 of my 2/2s. But then I get the knights off the board, so then I just have to worry about the Valiant one. If they cast another Gallant Cavalry, I'm super screwed, but I would be regardless. Alright. Got rid of that threat. For now. Maybe it would have been better to just drop Greenwood Sentinel and Oak and form the Child of Night, but I don't think I need to gain life and put pressure on them just yet. It'll just make my field better. Plus, playing the Baloth makes it so they don't just attack with the Knight and get in for a bunch of damage. Pegasus Courser. Well, now they're going to start getting in with the Knight for a bunch of damage. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I do think I definitely want to Oak and form the Child now. Send in with the Vigilant guy and the Child. Because they don't have the mana to give their Knight double strike right now. Costs 2 white and 3. No blocks. You're just going to take 10. Okay. That is cool with me. Here's a Greenwood Sentinel. It was probably the smart play for them to just not block, because they did have Titanic Growth. So if they really want to, they can hit me for a lot. Thanks to the Pegasus Courser, they can hit me for 1/2 with their flyers, plus 6 by making the Valiant Knight flying and double strike. Scholar of Stars to draw a card. It's like a fine play. Alright, well I am just gonna get back in at him. Actually just gonna attack with everybody now. They don't have anything that can just kill the Sentinel without dying. But they do have the Chaplain, which can just block it, but the Sentinels have Vigilance, so why not? One of them will get in. So that combat worked out quite well. They do still have the Knight and the Courser, so they do still have 7 damage a turn on me, but that is if they spend all their mana on that, in which case they just die on the crackback. I'm at 28. I think that we've won. However, they can just save the Knight back as a 3/4 double strike as a blocker. Just kind of irritating. Oh, well, that's a good draw. Give all their stuff Vigilance so they can just get in there anyway. And also block. Yeah. They can't kill both of these, so I will just attack with Baloth and Child. and drop a Colossal Majesty, and hopefully they don't kill the other one with some kind of exile spell during their turn. Okay, I'm going to kill the Valiant Knight. Over the flyer, since I am still gaining life because the child is still alive. Ooh, Disperse. That's a tremendously good draw for them. Congratulations, opponent. On that one, you kind of just destroyed my whole game plan. So now Colossal Majesty doesn't work. Wow, that was like really just the perfect card there. Still not in that bad of a spot. If I draw like a land, I get to drop out the twins and hopefully start drawing cards. But I'm at a lot of life, so I can survive a while. Alright, here comes the twins. If I could get this forest to actually play itself. Going in the air. Get to draw 2 cards and still draw nothing but land. That's okay, I need to land up till this point. Send in the twins and hope it does not go balls up. Hey, it worked! Right. Oh yeah, there's an Assassinate in the set. I completely forgot that there's a white Assassinate. Maybe you should not have attacked there, because now I don't get to draw any cards. Patient Rebuilding. Menace dude is here. Can attack with all 3, in which case I hit them for 2, they go to 4 life. But I lose my Child of Night and one of my Greenwood Sentinels. Yeah, we're not attacking just yet. Aha, you hit no lands. Get Shrek'd. At the same time, you hit good cards that I could have drawn. That would have been awesome. Wall of Mist. Well, now they have 9 in the air if they want it, which is a big problem. No attacks at all. Okay. Guess they're on that patient rebuilding mill plan at this point. Bone Dargon is here. Which is basically indestructible, but it doesn't matter because I'm getting milled out. Because I can't attack with the 2-headed zombie, they just block with the Wall of Mist and Gearsmith Guardian and kill the 2-headed zombie, and then everything else they just block. So now they just have to sit here until patient rebuilding kills me. Which is not that far from now. Got the 6 toughness flying, so I can drop that on Bone Dragon. Yeah, let's just go at it. I don't have time to not. So take 4, go to 2 life. Actually, no, this has Trample. My Bone Dragon has Trample. Even I forgot about the Trample, so maybe they forgot. I think because of the Trample, that just means they're dead. Did I just flunge into an attack that they couldn't possibly survive? And I just didn't even notice? I think I did. I was getting spooky with that patient rebuilding, but it all worked out. I believe that that is the last game. Yep, that is 7 wins, 1 loss, another successful core set draft. I like core set. Core sets are great. Let's check out what we got in our prize packs. There's literally nothing I care about in this set, so hopefully I just get wild cards. Or gems from getting duplicates or something. I did get a wild card, so that's alright. The rest of this is... I do not care. Alright, well, thank you everybody so much for watching. There was another successful core set draft. Even if I am real bad at Ravnica, at least I will never stop winning at core sets. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time for, I guess, another Ravnica draft. We've got the gems for it. So yeah, see ya.